I wish my mom was cool, you know? You know what's crazy, dude? Is like now when I go to my mom's house, she lets me smoke. Like I can literally bring a over and smoke in like her living room and shit. She doesn't give a fuck.
Nice.
She only ever cared when I lived there. When I was mooching off her, she gave a fuck. I'm not even joking. The first time I went back after I moved out, dude, I was smoking in the garage with her permission. She didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like,
once
so
I started
different.
paying rent, my dad did not care anymore.
You up a little
Like,
bit of paper, and all of a
right,
sudden
so-
you got some American
Yeah,
freedom.
once we moved,
You know,
like
for me, when I think about my parents getting too fucked up, listen, my dad. Two things about my dad. First off, the most straight edge guy I've ever met. If you met my dad, you would not believe that he birthed me. You would not believe that he presented me. He was a part of that, formula. He's super straight edge. As far as I'm aware, the guy's never even been truly drunk. Like he's never smoked, doesn't do that kind of shit. He's like a super straight edge, by the book kind of guy, boring ass life. My father, I also have not spoken to since I got out of rehab. So it's been almost 10 years now, right?
Okay.
He really dislikes my lifestyle. He loves a very prude lifestyle. My mom, on the other hand, when I got out of rehab, my dad refused to take me into his home because he believed that my YouTube channel was like enabling my addiction. He was like, you have to stop. I'm going to take internet away. Like if you move in with me, we're going to have no internet at home. I'm not folding for that shit, obviously.
Yeah.
So I moved in with my mom. I'm like, Ma, listen, I'll subscribe to all your rules as long as I can post YouTube videos. And she said, bet.
Nice.
So I moved in with my mom. And my mom was the same way. She was very, very prude up until around when I was 19 or 20. My parents divorced when I was super young. I was literally like 3 years old when my parents divorced. So I grew up my whole life super used to like not having parents that are together and having different custody days and shit like that. But when I was like 20, my mom started dating again. And she started spending like nights at her boyfriend's house and going over for weekends and shit. And she would come home hammered, bro. It was like she was going through a degen renaissance. Like, I personally, I'm really grateful that we did what we did when we were young because, like, I feel like we got that energy out of us.
Yeah.
I think everyone has that energy. Everyone wants to just go hard and party, but, like, they do it at different stages of their lives.
Right,
My mom...
everybody's got that curiosity.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom didn't explore that until she was, like, 50.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, 20 years old. I'm in the basement drinking fucking Ciroc every night, and she's going out staying at her boyfriend's for the whole weekend. So I'm on Snapchat inviting everybody over. I'm talking all the homies and all the hoes. All right, come over, snort out of my bag. All right, we're gonna figure that shit out. And it was great. But she used to come home. She started coming home super wasted. I've had to carry her up the stairs a few times, and she definitely drove. But she would never tell me she drove. She'd always be like, "No, I got a ride." And it's like, "Mom, I'm not retarded. I do more than you, and I'm not retarded. Your car was gone and now it's here and there's no driver in sight. I know where you came from." But it wasn't that bad up until when I first got kicked out of my mom's house. It was like 6 months after. It was spring of 2020, and my mom wanted to come down to visit me in my like new place, and I was living in like a fucked ass spot, dude. You remember my old house in Springfield?
Yeah.
It was nice by Springfield standards and fucked by every other living spot standards. It was fucked up. My mom wanted to come down and visit me one spring, and I was like, okay, yeah, come on down. Let's see what's cracking here. You'll be intrigued for sure. She came by, and I think she almost like, it was a weird thing. At that time, me and my mom's relationship was like a little weird because she had just kicked me out of the house and we'd never really like discussed that. Nowadays, we're totally fine. But at the time, I feel like she felt a little guilt about kicking me out, especially after she saw my living situation. She's like, oh my God, this guy's fucked, So she wanted to like, she's asking me, I recently started live streaming and I had told her about that. I was like, yeah, I've been doing these live streams. It helps me pay the bills and stuff. And she was like, oh, well, I would go on one. And like, this is for sure lost media now. If it wasn't, it would have surfaced by now. I'm 100%. I don't even have this video anymore. I did a live stream in early 2020 where my mom came on and I smoked her out for the first time.
Nice.
So she hit and a grav.
Nice.
And she's never smoked before, dude.
A grav bong is a crazy
And leading up to that incident, I'm sitting there and I'm telling her, I'm like, listen, like, this is the forms you're going to, like, I didn't just hand her a and put her on the spot. Like, she knew she was hitting those things before, and I tried to explain, like, you're going to get pretty high. This isn't like a normal thing. And she was like really over eager about it. I think she just wanted to be a part of shit. So I was like, all right, cool, bro. I'm going to make some donuts tonight. Let's fucking do it. I went live. I had my little donation goal up, bro. She smoked she hit like 2 times. She hit the graph. I had a sponsor at the time that I won't name because they fucked me up. $300. Fucking cocksuckers. Listen, yo, Gravity Company, nondescript Gravity Company, suck my cock and balls. Okay, fuck you. All right? No, I'm not.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I bet a lot of people do. So either way, she hit that gravity. They paid me like $200 to do it. They should have paid me 2 racks. Fucking dickheads. She hits that shit. She gets high as fuck. I end the stream shortly after because she like. I remember at one point she got up and she was off camera and she says she didn't even word for it. She just kind of like body language was like, hey, like, you know, is no good. So I cut the stream off and I remember, dude, she was like having a full-on panic attack. We go back down to my living room. She's sitting on my couch. She's like, oh, like, I'm freaking out and shit. I'm sitting there. I'm like, bro, I got to get some, you know, like, I got to hand my mom a dude. Like, I don't know what else she's going to do. She's freaking the fuck out. She goes and throws up in my fucking bathroom. The only reason she was down in my hometown, A, to visit me, but B, she was apparently like doing some like trip south with my uncle to like go see a different, I don't even remember. My uncle was there too. Called me off guard. And like, that was such a just crazy moment for me because up until that moment, I've never even seen my parents fucked up. Like my dad literally I don't even think he's ever been drunk before. My mom, I think she's probably, you know, gone pretty hard in the past like myself, but just never told me about it for whatever reason. Listen, bro, the moment my kid's balls drop, I'm telling him the story. You know? My mom, for some reason, hid that kind of information from me. I'm sharing that info the moment it's appropriate to do so, you know. But either way, she's on the couch freaking out. She's throwing up in my bathroom. I'm like babysitting her and shit. It's like a homie's having a bad trip. You bring him a water and a blanket. You're like, just lay down. I'll turn the lights down. You know. It was that moment I really like felt like a parent. You know, because like when she's drunk, like she'll drunk drive home. But listen, if you've drunk driven and made it home, the hard part's over. Right. Like just walk your fucking dumbass, drunk ass upstairs and go to bed. You already drunk drove home. But when they're high, she'd be tweaking, you know? And then sometimes when I used to, like years ago, bro, 5, the homies who sponsor this episode, they used to send me these old jars they make. And my mom wanted them because she has like pain issues. She had cancer when I was younger. So she has like pain issues and she wants to take the gummies. And like, dude, they fuck her shit up. She hates it. She literally hates it. Like, she despises it. Me, I like to smoke until I'm a drooling fucking idiot. But, like, my mom, if she takes even one of these gummies, I have to babysit her for, like, 2 days.
Damn.
You know? It's kind of brutal. But, you know, your dad, I'm not going to lie, out of all my homies' parents, like, any of my friends whose parents I've met, your dad is one of my favorite individuals because he is just hilarious, bro. He's like like I could see him as a character on The Office or something. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Like he literally just gets drunk and plays like Age of Empires or WoW.
He's very like
I'm like, that's me,
funny.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like I relate to that. That's fucking me when I'm older. In like 30 years, dude, like I feel like my kids' homies are gonna come over and get fucked up and view me the way like I view your dad. And I'm like, that's pretty heat. You know? Yeah. Your dad gave us a good place to get fucked up. You know? That's what my parents did. Yeah. And I mean, let's say hypothetically, whether you plan to or not, let's say hypothetically you have kids and start a family in the future. Would you want your kid to come do at your crib or like how would you want them to do that? Yeah. You'd prefer like that format? Yeah. I feel the same way. I think that's the best way to do it. You know? Because they're going to do that shit either way.
Right. And I feel like I would know how to identify when it's getting dangerous, you know? Yes. Yeah.
Because you did them. Like you've literally, everything your kid is doing, you fucking been through that. Right. You know exactly what that is.